Alright, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to the Extra Zone Arcade. Today we are going to be doing another analysis video, that is right. So you guys seem to really like the last one on Sonic X Shadow Generations, so I really appreciate the support there. But today, we are going to be analyzing the trailers for Mario and Luigi Brothership, as well as Mario Party Jamboree, the new games that were announced at yesterday's Nintendo Direct, or at least yesterday at the time of me recording this voiceover. So we're pretty much going to get into things right away here. You can see we've got the trailer up already, and the first thing I have to say right off the bat is just this art style right here. This is peak. This is incredible. I love how much color there is. I love how everything's kind of outlined. It really feels like they've just brought the art style of, you know, the illustrations of this series to life, you know? So we can see Luigi running around. And it is also worth mentioning that the voice of Mario and Luigi here is the same as in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This is a funny frame here. Which is Kevin Afghani, the new Super Mario voice for Mario and Luigi. So he's the one that's doing the voice again, which is very cool. It is no longer Charles Martinet. This is likely the opening cutscene to the whole game. And so they enter this portal to a new land, and then here we go. So yeah, now you get some more of the gameplay. So let's look at some of the locations we've got here. So this very much looks like it's going to be a first area kind of deal. You got these unique little characters here that you can see, and we're going to be seeing a little bit more of them as the trailer goes on. And in the background, you can kind of make out some architecture that, you know, obviously tells us, you know, we're not quite in the Mushroom Kingdom anymore. They've absolutely nailed the animation. One thing that, as you can see here, one thing that the Mario Luigi series is known for is the squash and stretch animation style, which they managed to do, you know, obviously back when the games were using 2D sprites, but now that it's like fully 3D, you can really get some interesting poses in here that will really exaggerate the movement in a fun-looking way. So yeah, you can see how stretchy Luigi gets here before coming in with the assist with Mario. A lot of squash and stretch animation going on here. You can also see trail effects happening as well to really emphasize the movement. So the animation is absolutely on point. Absolutely on point. And yeah, so obviously you got assist moves back again. All right, there we go. Yeah, so it looks like we've got kind of a town area, you know, some civilization here. You got these slightly different looking characters that are not exactly the same as the more stone looking guys. So I wonder, you know, if they're the same species or if it's a different one. We'll see. I'm just glad they're doing unique characters here again. All right, so now we're gonna get more of a look at battles here. So we got yet another bros action here. So you got Luigi using the hammer on Mario. Boom, spins around and does that. We also have a look at the HUD right here for the battles. Again, pretty traditional in terms of Mario and Luigi there. It pretty much looks exactly like how it did in previous games. I love these designs for the enemies here, by the way. These guys look pretty funky. I like them. And then yeah, there you go. You get your timed actions as well during battle, so you can dodge attacks. All right, and then there's Princess Peach. So we know she's in this game. So I wonder if at the beginning there, that kind of portal thing we saw is gonna essentially kind of suck everyone in. And then we're going to be seeing other characters as well, like maybe, I don't know, Bowser shows up, maybe there'll be maybe Toadsworth will be in this game. I mean, he's been in the Mario and Luigi series before, so I don't know, maybe they'll bring him back. He was in Thousand Year Door after all, so he isn't fully dead. So this character Snoutlet, this looks like he could potentially be a partner for you as well. Maybe actually maybe it's more likely that this guy is your partner because you know, they're kind of a flying one typically, you know, in the Mario and Luigi games we get a partner who kind of flies around with you. So yeah, here's Bowser. There's Bowser. He does show up in this game. And you know, you got the Shy Guy fleet as well showing up. So yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more characters, you know, from the Mushroom Kingdom show up here. Maybe there'll be some other characters as well. Who knows? So this character looks interesting. This character right here looks very interesting. It kind of gives me vibes of the villain from Princess Peach Showtime a little bit. So, you know, that game came out a little bit ago, and, you know, the villain was this masked kind of cloak floating entity. This kind of has a similar vibe, so I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be tied in. I very much doubt that will be the case, but it's very interesting. There's definitely a consistency there that I thought was worth pointing out. So this part's really cool right here. So you get another bros action, which basically leads into this super move. where you do this. That's just a Mario Strikers shot right there. That whole sequence, that's just Mario Strikers, literally. Like, pretty much one-to-one. I'll play the animation on screen while it happens, but there you go. And then, yeah, of course, we get the title reveal, Mario and Luigi Brothership. So, yeah, I think this is the first time an actual Mario game has used the word brother in it, in any form, and not just bros. So that's interesting. Also, as a European player, I have to wonder, is this game going to be called Mario and Luigi Brothership Bros? And of course, we get the release date of November 7th. So, yeah, my wallet's going to absolutely be run dry by the end of the year. Alright, so now here we are with the trailer for Mario Party Jamboree, or Super Mario Party Jamboree. So right away, let's analyze that title. So this is a Super Mario Party. So if you remember, basically Super Mario Party was the 2018 game, you know, the first one that was released for Switch. That was essentially gonna bring back the Mario Party series to its roots, you know, after all of the kart riding games where you would go in a kart with all the other players, and it was more cooperative, and a lot of people didn't like it, myself included, and the series was just kind of having a dark era before that. So that was really the first game that kind of was a step back into the right direction for the series. Then after that, obviously, we got Mario Party Superstars, so they dropped the super part in front of it due to the fact that, you know, that was more of like a collection of older Mario Party games and just kind of like remastering the boards and some of the mini games into the modern age, pretty much. So this looks like it's going to be a true proper sequel, like a true follow-up to 2018 Super Mario Party. So yeah, that's really exciting. I think, you know, based on the trailer as well, there's going to be a lot of very unique stuff. So obviously you got Kamek here saying it's the biggest one. This looks like it's our cast of characters. So you pretty much have all of these characters up here. These are all the ones that were in Superstars and Super Mario Party. And then down here is all the characters that were in just Super Mario Party. So they're basically bringing everyone back for this one, because that game had a massive roster. So they're all coming back. And as we're going to see in a minute, there are going to be some new additions. So this board is back from Mario Party 1. And as we can see here, if you look in the corner, Bowser is there. That is Bowser, although he seems to have some kind of magical effect on him or something. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Right away, I gotta say, the boards in this game are like GameCube quality. And when I say that, I mean like the GameCube Mario Party games, I feel like definitely had the best boards. They had the best variety. They had the best theming. They had the best layouts. I feel like we're really getting that here again, and that makes me very excited because I feel like it's been a while since we've really had that outside of remakes. You know, even the original Super Mario Party on Switch, like, it really felt like the boards were just they were pretty boring. It was mostly just kind of squares. It was mostly just you go around. It was very much like a Monopoly board, right? But I feel like this feels like more there's, you know, a setting to it. It feels like there's more of like an adventurous aspect to it. Yeah, there's 3 levels that you can go to. And it looks like there's an elevator you can also take that maybe gets you to spots faster. So I'm kind of wondering what that's all about. Also, if we look over here, there's a booth with a sniffer in it that says 4th, which is interesting. So I'm guessing maybe what this means is if you're in last place, maybe he'll offer you some kind of item that helps you get ahead in some way. Without necessarily having to rely on, you know, like near the end of a Mario Party game where it kind of shows you your standings and then it's like, oh, this player's in last, let's help them out a little bit. So maybe you can kind of get that here without having to resort to that. And yeah, just in terms of other stuff we can see here, it's just kind of a bunch of like stores. It looks like a lot of it is kind of set dressing. There's an arrow leading into this building right here, so I wonder if that is an area that you can enter. So that would be interesting. There's a toad over here with what looks like some kind of safe or a locked box. This is probably an item shop right here with the Koopa in it. And yeah, just really super lively, honestly. This is a very, very lively looking map. Very colorful, very attractive. Love it. And yeah, there you go. So right off the bat, Ninja. Ninja was not shown in that previous shot with all the characters in it. So clearly he is playable. So there are more characters in this game that they're not showing us, I think. It would be very interesting to know what's going on here. But yeah, so you can basically obtain, you know, a flash sale here to get stars for a price off. Next map here, which is essentially the Mario Kart map without necessarily being Mario Kart. There's a lot of depth here. There's a lot really going on. There's also these like lucky spaces. You got event spaces here that looks like it's on some kind of fuel pump. So maybe once you go here, you can kind of boost off faster. or something like that. You can move more spaces if you land there. Have you got versus spaces back? You got a quadruple dice right there. That was interesting. I don't know if we've ever seen that before. Yeah, turbo dice. So that's a new thing. And yeah, it sends you super duper far. You get these golden wheels as well. And yeah, you can go up to 40 spaces with that dice. Absolutely insane. Absolutely cracked. Next we got Goomba Lagoon. And this really reminds me of the one map from... this really reminds me of the pirate map from Mario Party 5. Mainly just because of this boat here. It kind of gives me that vibe quite a lot, and it just the layout in general has some kind of similar vibes to it, and it's just like, this is what I like in Mario Party. This feels less like a board map and more like an actual like adventure map. You know, like you're really going around here. There's a lot of different paths to take, tons of different things that can happen. I can see a lot of event spaces. There's one like right here where it looks like there's some treasure chests that maybe you can pick from, that give you different items. It looks like there is also another one right here with these look like zip lines maybe. So you go on this event space here, you go to the zip line and go over here. Obviously around the volcano looks like there's more event spaces that maybe are what cause it to erupt. There's some event spaces here as well, so I wonder if those can maybe have something to do with the water. Maybe something like swims you across to go over here or something. And yeah, so this is interesting. So it's basically raising and lowering water levels here. And the Goombas changed to bloopers when playing volleyball here, so that's pretty cool. And then yeah, you get these golden Goombas. So I'm guessing these have to be some kind of... I doubt this is just a visual thing that happens. I'm guessing you have to like collect these golden Goombas or something, and maybe you get like a prize if you get them. If you get for like whoever gets the most, maybe it gives you coins. Maybe if you get certain ones, it will get you stars. I don't know. It could be very interesting to see how this goes down. And so yeah, here are all the maps that they're adding. Again, they all look very, very detailed. They all look very layered. This map right here definitely gives me Woody Woods vibes, you know, the Mario Party 3 map. Right here, they didn't go too into depth with it, but it looks like you can walk on the Wiggler, so that's interesting. I'm guessing you'd need like an event space to go there. Looks like that's one there. You can see a leaf that kind of leads towards it with an arrow on it, so I'm wondering if that's maybe how you get there. There's a bell right there with an event space. There's piranha plants with event spaces next to them. I'm guessing, like, you know, that works like it does on Peach's Cake. Pause. Where, you know, if you step there, they'll eat you, kind of situation. So you got to watch out for that. And then you got Bowser's Keep over here. So yeah, basically, again, some alternate paths here. This board's a little bit more square, but I don't think it's square in the bad way. Like think about it this way. That middle section right there, that's like what most maps in the original Super Mario Party were like. But then you get all this extra stuff here as well. It's a little bit harder to see what's going on here just because the image is smaller. But something worth mentioning about Bowser. So he shows up in 2 of the maps as an antagonistic kind of force for you, like he typically does in Mario Party games. But if we go back, we can see he is playable. He is playable, just like in the original Super Mario Party, he's there. Also, gotta love Bowser Jr. hitting the Usain Bolt. So yeah, it's interesting. So I wonder what's the explanation for that. Maybe that's why they kind of have this purple aura around him, maybe it's like a phantom Bowser or like a ghost Bowser kind of situation. And then yeah, of course, we get a better look at the maps from Mario Party 1 and 2. I forget the name of this one. I think it's Mario's Rainbow Cruise or something, something like that. And then we got Western Land for Mario Party 2. So yeah, essentially, they're still bringing back some of the old maps. I hope someday we can get some of the GameCube maps back. I know, again, I'm very GameCube biased. I love the GameCube Mario Party games. I think they're the best in the series. Mario Party 5 and 6 specifically, goated games, love them. So I'd love to see some maps from those games come back, especially Mario Party 6. That has arguably the best boards in the entire series. You get some of these more typical kind of matching games. Although the interesting thing here is there's more characters here than you can usually play as. So in Super Mario Party, you could get assist characters, like you can call them in, or you could land on a space to basically, you know, call in another character from the roster to come help you out. So I wonder if that feature is back, but I'm not too sure because I don't know if custom dice are back. Obviously, each character in that game had their own unique dice block on top of the regular one that you could use that had certain perks and advantages. That kind of actually made it so that was the first Mario Party game where it kind of did matter a little bit which character you picked. And yeah, 110 mini games, man. That is a lot. That's a lot of game to play. So yeah, then they talk about this new thing. So Koopathlon. And yeah, basically this is an online mode. They're gonna kind of go over it here. But yes, 20 players. This is absolutely gonna be a stream, by the way. And yeah, it looks like there might be some boss fights here, which is interesting. So I think Mario Party 9 had a couple kind of boss fight mini games. So it kind of looks like they're bringing that back, which is interesting. And this looks like it might also be an online mode, or part of the online mode, maybe. So maybe once you get to the end of the marathon, you get this big boss fight against Bowser, and essentially whoever can like defeat him the fastest or get the most points hitting him wins the whole game. There you go. Available October 17th. Man. Absolutely stacked. The end of this year is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be completely and utterly insane. I cannot wait. My wallet is crying. And that's going to be pretty much it for today. So yeah, there's our analysis. I just wanted to kind of yap for a bit about this stuff. I'm excited, man. Great time to be a Mario fan. Great time to be a Mario RPG fan at that. Because, man, we've gotten remakes on remakes on remakes, okay? We just got Mario RPG last November. Then we got Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door as well, literally just last month. I still haven't finished that. I need to get back to that soon enough. And now we're getting Mario and Luigi coming back. And this is all happening in the span of just 1 year, man. In just 1 year, we've gotten 3 Mario RPGs, 3 different Mario RPG series back. And yeah, it's such an exciting time to be a fan of these things. Really, it genuinely is. Never would have thought we'd be living in this timeline, but we're here, man. We are here. Absolutely excited. Can't wait. And of course, you know where to keep it locked for all the coverage on these games, because we are going to be talking about them whenever they show up, in whatever form they show up. And we'll of course be playing them as well. So, you know, if you also want to watch that, because we're probably going to be streaming them, head on over to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ExtraZoneArcade. That is the place you want to be if you want to see the best gameplay on these things. Well, okay, not the best, but, you know, I mean, yeah, hey, if you just kind of like what you saw here, then you should definitely go watch that. You should definitely go watch us over there. Also, just subscribe to this channel. You know, I post videos like this now. You know, I'm trying to do it more often. While I kind of think about other content to make as well. Reviews and stuff like that are also in the pipeline. So look forward to that if that sounds like your kind of thing. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. I don't know. That's kind of it. Also join the Discord server. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video, whenever that is. Take care. And woohoo! Bye-bye!